Surviving Sepsis campaign, sponsored by the Society of Critical Care Medicine. And I want to talk today about spread, and particularly the use of human resources in spread. And the material today is taken from the Institute for Healthcare Improvements, Lessons Learned from Ghana's Project 5 Alive publication. So when I'm talking about human resources, I'm not talking about personnel management. What I'm really talking about is how do you resource a spread project with humans? So how do you hire for spread? Well, what we know is that QI content knowledge is not necessary. That's not the first thing to look for when you're thinking about hiring for spread. That can be taught. But what can't be taught is sort of a stance towards work that is curious, where someone is open-minded, they're actually qualified for the job, they are smart, and they like to learn. They have a yearning for learning, as Dr. Deming used to say. And they have to be a person who's comfortable with emergence. By emergence, I mean work that is unfolding. Everything is not known when you start how it's going to go. So somebody who's comfortable in that space. What kind of degrees should you look for? It helps if the people that you're hiring either have a public health background, a medical background, a clinical background, including nursing, health administration, or health information background. So these are some things to look for. And then, is the person I'm hiring somebody who can develop positive relationships with our stakeholders and our partners? And our partners mean internal people we have to work with and our external publics, including funders, grant funders, including payers. So anytime they're rubbing elbows, are they doing it with others in a way that promotes a positive relationship? And then it helps if the person you're hiring for spread, or the people you're hiring, have an interest in leading and developing their own internal leadership ability. It's not enough just to hire people, though. As you know, you have to invest in your staff. What does that mean? That means formal quality improvement training. So leaders need to know what is the strategy of leading an improvement effort, and how do I provide oversight of a quality improvement effort. Senior and middle managers need to be trained in the theory and the practical ways of managing and leading quality improvement projects and collaboratives. And they need to be able to step in and kind of cover for each other, so this sort of military wingman idea of I've got your back, so that they're constantly vigilant about what needs to be done and don't mind stepping in or leaning in to do that. And then frontline staff need tools and practical skills. So based on the role that someone plays into the quality improvement effort, you decide whether they need days of training or weeks of training. And for those that are going to be leading improvement work, they need to have a mentor that they can shadow and really observe how someone who is skilled in improvement does the work. Everybody needs to know how they fit into the project. They can talk about the project with stakeholders in an intelligent and informed way that's up to date, and they can step in and do, as Garrison Keillor says, what needs to be done. So in summary, when you get ready to hire people for spread or put them in spread positions, make sure that you recruit and then you develop the right people. And that means train them, mentor them, and develop them. And then job satisfaction matters. So Dr. Deming, one of my mentors and one of the key informants of improvement work, used to say, why are we here? He would ask that question. And then he would answer that question. We're here to learn, to have fun, and to make a difference. Well, we know that spreading these changes for reducing sepsis are going to make a difference. That's our outcome. We know we have to learn our way to results. And part of our job as leaders is to make sure that there's fun along the way. So part of job satisfaction is a commitment to the project goals. So when you're hiring folks, make sure that they've got a passion for the work. Not just a passion for improving things, but a passion around sepsis, a passion around interprofessional cooperation, and that everybody knows who's working on the project how they contribute to the success of the project. And then don't forget that in order for people to work together, they have to be together. And that means meet regularly. Not these kind of meetings that like wear you out, but meetings that are purposeful. Meetings where people can offer their own insights about what's going on with each other. They can share a wide range of perspectives because you're going to have a diverse team. And team members will bring to it a different point of view, which is really important. And if you have team members that are reluctant to share, make sure you tease out their perspective, because their perspective or their objection or their insight around a barrier, if it doesn't come out, it's going to get in the way later. So it's really great where you facilitate sharing of insights and a wide range of perspectives, and you're willing to invite complaints, challenges, and problems, and that those are not a threat and there's no sense of killing the messenger. You want to develop a blame-free environment so that problems, not only are they surfaced, but they're co-owned, because if it's a problem and it's on my unit, I own part of that. And also that solutions are co-developed. I don't have to solve a problem all by myself. The team is going to help me. They're going to own it with me, and they're going to help me develop solutions and figure out ways that I can test my way into reducing sepsis.